things that I've seen and been through in my life, and the amount of success that has come from it. You know, I try to tell people all the time, like, they look at Carrick Felix and they see this guy who's on this platform of basketball and been able to get his, master's degree and different things. But to me, it's more than that. And, you don't really know the story behind it, and people see how easy it is. But, I've had to fight my whole entire life since I was little. I've been, the kid that was a special ed his whole life. I was, bullied in school and beat up on, and obviously family situation wasn't his best, and I had to battle through that as well. My mom ended up having to raise us three boys at a later age in our lives, and that was, for a young male, that can be detrimental to development. So I've had to figure out how I can battle these different things that I feel like God's placed in my life in order to move forward. I couldn't do the I'm gonna bitch today, or I'm gonna just sit here and have a pity party for myself, because I knew if I did that, then I wouldn't be able to get to where I saw my life in the future. And in college, I had it really hard, just because I got to a point where I was a young dad, and I made decisions that put me in a situation where I was going to be a father. And at that time, I had to make a choice, and the choice I made, made me and put me in a situation where I was living out of my car for a little bit, and I was bouncing around and living on people's couches and this and that. And I tell you, it's through those times that you really get to see who you truly are. And we jumped to my professional career in basketball and the things I've had to go through there, and being drafted and being able to get this huge paycheck, right? I get drafted, I get this huge paycheck, I make this dream come true. But while this dream came true, next there's a nightmare that kind of forms into it. And that nightmare for me was I ended up going up for a dunk, and I broke my kneecap in half, and it put me out for like 2.5 years. And during that 2.5 years, I sat for a year and a half almost in a hotel room in the dark, just being depressed. And that was probably one of the lowest times of my life. And obviously, you think about the suicidal thoughts, you think about the mental health, you think about not being able to recover for something so just detrimental to our lives. And I think a lot of us in life go through things where sometimes we don't really have answers and don't really know how to get out of it. But I'm here today to let people know and understand, like truly anything is possible. And again, you look from a kid who doesn't come from the best background of this family. You look from a kid who didn't have examples to set for education, who was in special ed and had people kind of tell him what he couldn't do. And I'd look from a kid who wasn't a star in sports, but I had to fight from high school to go to junior college, from junior college to college, and getting drafted in the NBA. But not only that, getting my master's, and look at the person I am today. Like, it's possible for anybody to achieve their goals and become who they want to become, but it's a process. And in that process, you have to understand, like, it's not going to be easy, it's not going to be simple, but you have to do the self-discovery part of that process, because that's what's going to get you to open your eyes and wake up. You have to wake up, because if you don't, you'll always be going through the motions, you'll always be moving through your normal life with no purpose. And in order to find your purpose, you have to find the things that you don't like, you do like, but mostly just find who you are. And it doesn't really matter about anybody else around you. It doesn't really matter about what they think you should do, what they feel that you're good at. Like, you need to figure that out. Sometimes you just need to, go into a room and spend some time with yourself. You got to get to know who you are. So for me, it's simple. You know, I'm here to do one thing, and that's serve. I've been through, you know, all these different things in my life, and it's important for me to give that back. So